Daydreamer Place.
Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we'll be looking at the jumping check-in in this episode. So for this jumping check-in, which recently got revamped, there are so many good freebies, and I'll be showing you guys a fresh chart. So I just want to jump in straight into it and not waste time, because a lot of players have very little time to watch a full-length video. Okay, so I'm gonna split the jumping check-in ball into different colors. So these are different segments which I think should be explained separately. Okay, we'll first start off with the yellow. The yellow would be the Awaken Special Hero Selector. Okay, so this is a very big freebie. Level 40 immediately, and they are all Awaken Special Heroes. So basically these are my recommendations. And the main target for this is for progressing players, okay, and new players and returning players and current players. Everyone is free to, just decide what they want to pick from this particular selector. But for new and returning player, okay, you have to focus on the first row, Rachel, Aries, Taka. Okay, Amelia, well, she's pretty okay. You will probably need her if you don't have her. So Rachel, Aries, Taka are the most important. Okay, I have also listed down why they are important and how they can help you, their role in the game. Mainly they are for PvE. Amelia can be used for PvP as well. And if for you guys who already have all these maxed out, those on the left side maxed out, you can go for Kirill if you don't have one. Kirill will definitely give you the chance to farm even faster, because she has very fast animation and she can clear enemies very quickly in World 4-5 and 5-5. Okay, Eileen and Ace on the second row are heroes that I think new players would want to hold off slightly until they get their Rachel, Aries, Taka, at least a copy of them. Then you can choose either to go for Ace or Eileen, because Ace and Eileen are also pretty much used in PvE, in many modes in PvE. So Chris, at the corner of the video, Chris is actually a healer for PvE mode mostly, and he's also used in, of course, New Mo Wang. And besides that, he is not pretty much used in the meta currently. So these 8 heroes, I think if you do not have them maxed out or even at a level 40 copy, I think it's time that you use the selector and get one of these, because I think these will really help you. And of course, Ace and Eileen, actually they can just be left at the level 32. So that is why I put them on the second row, because it's not really a priority for them to be super high level. Okay, so the ones that you want really high level are in the first row. Okay, next we'll move on to the pink. So for the pink one is basically the dragon and spear, dragon item. So for dragon items is very straightforward. Okay, these are the things that you have to pick: speed, HP. And for the last dragon item selector, you can either go for a speed, spear, or bow. Why do I only emphasize on speed? Because you need so many copies if you want to really do an arena, and dragon weapons are PvP weapons, so you have to get them up as quickly as possible if you want to outspeed other teams, if you want to climb in arena. So I don't think there is a problem of having too many speed dragon weapons. Okay, but there is a problem if you have too many crit or lethal. Yeah, so I think speed is still pretty much useful, and you can even give your PvE heroes dragon speed weapons, not a problem right there. Okay, so I think speed weapons are the way to go for the pink ones. Okay, for the second day of the week. And then you have the third column basically is just power up items, and finally the fourth column, which is the blue one. The blue one are your level 50, okay, maxed out Awaken normal hero selectors. Now these are also another huge freebie. Like, wow, Netmarble has really stepped it up and gone to such lengths, okay, to give new players to give returning players all the support that they can, and I think Awaken Normal Hero selectors are gonna be very useful for particularly for this particular group of players. So if you do not have these 3 heroes already at level 50, please go get them. Okay, please go get them. You need the Nia for farming, you need the Feng Yan for clearing a daily dungeon. When getting you the elements, the awakening shards and the shadow ores that you need, okay, at their maximum amount possible. You need Spina to help you clear red dragons, even just do some world boss maybe like versus Pascal and Newmore Wang, okay. And if you have all these 3 maxed out, then it comes to the other 6 that I have on my list. And these other 6 are actually the most useful normal heroes I feel at level 50, and they should be at level 50 actually, okay. So the rest of the normal hero or awaken normal heroes don't have to be at level 50, but these 6 should be at level 50 in order to maximize their benefit. Lina and Haiyong, they are both the healers. Haiyong is slightly more defensive, Lina is slightly more offensive, and they are used in different cases, so they do not, I wouldn't say they overlap at all. So if you feel that you are a very PvE oriented player, then you can, actually the whole list here are PvE oriented anyway, okay, but if you feel that you are more world boss inclined, then you may want to have both of them, okay. Bidam is your smart mode DPS. He does a lot of damage for smart mode, and smart mode recently got a difficulty reduction, so if you still have difficulty, then I think Bidam will definitely serve you well. Aragon is your guild raid support hero. He needs to be at level 50, definitely needs to be at level 50. Guild raid, why do I put Aragon here even though he is only used for guild raid, is because I think guild raid is a very important mode that gives you the chance to get very good items. Okay, PvE jewels. I know some jewels are not that great, but still they are good. And the girl leaders and Isabella accessories, and guild raid has become even more important with that introduction. So you want to help your guild, clear the bosses in guild raid faster, so Aragon is there for you. Snipper and Espada are specialized world boss heroes, so if you think you will want to build up your world boss teams, then go ahead and choose Snipper and Espada. They need to be at level 50 as well. Okay, next we have the world boss items and PvE items generally, that is in the green column. So very straightforward as well for the world boss items. You will want to go for lethal for the Fang, critical for the flail, and HP for the skill armor. This is no argument about this. Okay, lethal for Fang is for Taka, flail crit is for Spina, and the armor basically for anyone, yeah, for your frontline support. The armor, well, I would say is not very important because of this purple square that I have here. That is your Transcendent Revolutionary item selector. I would strongly suggest you go for the armor here. I think armor is the most valuable item here, because for weapon wise, you will want to go for the top tier ones, okay, not the revolutionary ones. Of course, the revolutionary item will serve you well, but only to a certain point. If your DPSs do not, okay, Taka and Spina still do not have maxed out revolutionary items, then please just go for the weapon. Okay, please go for the weapon. If they have been sufficiently equipped, then you want to build up your PvE armor, I think that is the best choice. Okay, and lastly is the red column. That's your Fallout and Fallout of old jewels. This is slightly wordy, but bear with me. So I think this is a great freebie as well. Fallout and Fallout of old jewels are very rare and hard to come by. So for Fallout of jewels, you want to go for the speed. Okay, if you do not have 4. For lethal damage, if your DPS still doesn't have lethal damage jewel, Skill cooldown is only for Taka currently and some of your support PvE heroes. Okay, this is in order of priority by the way. Okay, recovery skill is for Lina and Hyol. Okay, sometimes Chris if you do invest in tank team or death team. Next we have follow of old jewels, so basically is the first priority is to increase your awakening gauge charge speed, and this is actually used on a lot of PvE heroes and also PvP heroes, so I don't think there's an issue with having too many. Okay, and next will be the debuff resist. This is for PvP because PvE does have their own debuff resist jewel, that is your revolutionary jewel, which you need to get from the guild raid of course. So then it will be the cooldown reflect immunity, and also finally the chance to live on 1 HP. So these are all in priority order. So I hope that this will really give you a clearer idea of what to go for once you hit that particular day to select it. Okay. Lastly, it is the silver box that I have. That is your Lux Ring and Guardian Ring selector. There's no option here. Go for the Lux Ring. I think it will be the I think it is the up and coming accessory to go for. Many people are converting to Lux Rings due to the 7-time void shield that it provides, rather than the willful ring which gives 4-turn immunity, and there's a lot of turn reduction going on in PvE and in PvP. So 7-time void shield is going to be the next meta. So go for that one. I don't think you will face any regrets. Okay. And I just created one additional chart for pure new accounts. Okay, if you just joined us, welcome to 7 Nights. This is the jumping in check-in event with, and these are the things that you should be picking in order to get a really smooth run and start for the first month or so in your game. Okay, it takes time, but I think with this chart, and if you pick these items, you'll definitely do pretty well from the beginning. Yeah, so that's all I have for the jumping check-in bot. I hope it was really helpful. If you guys still have any more questions about what exactly to select, feel free to leave them in the comments below. And if you found this video helpful, do give it a like, do subscribe to my channel. And you can always head to my Facebook page to check out for more updates, because I update via posts there as well, so it will be much easier to see what videos are coming up. Okay, thank you so much, and I'll see you in my next video.